Yo, JPU, Jamaica politics uncovered. This one for the queen of truth, Natalie. Natalie, you are one of the best. No test, JPU channel, pass the truth quest. Them are hide facts, you tear down the wall. Bringing info to the people, big up for y'all. From parliament floor to country lane, JPU show the game. No stain. We love you, Natalie. Best YouTube channel, JPU, one fast. Check JPU, one true, check to deliver for you. Come check the channel, people them voice. Watch how you dissect the political scene. Clean information, no in between. We salute your hustle, your passion, your might. JPU shining light on the darkest night. Don't make them distract you, stay firm and true. You all of Jamaica, big up you. We love you. Best YouTube channel, JPU. One fast, check JPU. One true, check who deliver for you. Come check the channel, people them voice.
Beats him, I send horns echo.
Hello, JPU family. Welcome to another episode. Yes, guys, I'm early tonight. Yes, Dottie Cup Monsieur. Yes, I'm early tonight. I'm sure you guys will appreciate that. Anyway, welcome, guys. Welcome. Thank you for joining. So, I want to bring this to you guys' attention. Dr. Sapphire Longmore is quitting the Senate after 9 years, 2 terms. And I'm just here to tell you that Dr. Longmore, not only did she leave a good legacy behind, but she played the most crucial role in the last general election. Let us talk about it, guys. Welcome, everybody. Welcome, new people. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. Moderator. Good night, Simone. Camille, welcome. So, let me tell you where the Observer reported about Dr. Longmore leaving. According to the Observer, concluding her tenure in the upper house of Parliament, former government senator and psychiatrist Dr. Longmore has expressed gratitude for the opportunity to have served the Jamaican people for 2 terms spanning from 2016 to 2025. In a statement today, she said she was thankful for her 9 years, where she contributed to advancing the country's vision and serving the Jamaican people. Quote, "While I will not be returning to the Senate in this new session, my commitment to the nation, our government led by our Prime Minister, and to the people we serve remains steadfast. Public service is not defined by a single role or title. It is a team effort and a mission we all share. In keeping with this change, I have taken the opportunity to refresh and revive, and with my family, she's ready to chart the next chapter going forward in her career, and she looks forward to the continued upward mobility of our nation. And it will always be an honor," she said, "to serve in this journey. As we move into a new chapter, I celebrate the new senators appointed, and I remain ready to collaborate with them and indeed the administration as we pursue the development of our beloved country." So, guys, she served 2 terms, and sometimes, she quit. Sometimes people either just had enough, or maybe life circumstances demand that she, spend more time with her family. One of the things that a lot of people admire about Dr. Longmore is her fight with cancer. She fought cancer. I remember you guys, um, sorry, I don't know if you guys remember her being in the Senate bald when she was going through chemotherapy and everything like that. So that's one thing. But guys, Dr. Longmore also played an important role in the last election because when the rest of Jamaica, and I'm talking now about the people who are in the Senate, in the Parliament, when nobody wanted to confront Golden and the PNP about this image here, everybody was kind of skirting around the issues. Dr. Longmore, a qualified psychiatrist, she took it on and she was very straightforward about it, very cautious, but straightforward. And she let people know that the mental capacity that it takes to lead a country is not, Mark Golding is not in keeping with that, with his poor judgment to do something like this on the national political platform. So, she was a voice on the political scene, speaking as a qualified psychiatrist when everybody else just didn't want to call it what it was, right? It looks, I don't even want to use the words on here because I don't want YouTube trouble me. But she was very straightforward about it, and she said all the right things. And she told Jamaica, this is not right. This is not what we do. So, that's the legacy that she leaves behind, and this is what we will never forget about her. And that's why I'm calling her tonight the unforgettable senator. She's one courageous woman for doing that. Good night, everybody. Thank you for joining. Yes, I remember. Yeah. She also ran for a seat. She did. She did. Discover good night. Go discover something new. World class, the PNP. Me no know. Somebody will, I'm sure. But we're not dealing with, well, we still are dealing with the insanity of what the opposition did with the shackle wielding. But I'm sure there's somebody in there who will talk. But one of the legacies that she leaves behind is courage, right? So even if she won't be the one, there are others who would have seen her courage. You understand? And decides to listen. We have to do what we have to do to save our nation and save our country. And that's what she did. And I was so proud of her because we out here, we were talking about this horrible, horrible image on the national political platform. But, other people, including people in the PNP, they did not see this as anything, but it was a big deal. Certainly a big deal to people who understand history, people who are educated, Good night, everybody. As you mentioned, cancer, I cannot listen anymore. The word depresses me as I am too a victim of cancer. I'm sorry about that. Sorry to hear that. Yeah, it's one of those things. Horrible. Dr. Longmore, you will be missed. I can show children any picture of my leader. Yeah, that was an epic moment in the Senate. She certainly took them to task on it, and rightfully so. What did she do that was courageous? Good night, Kelvin. What she did that was courageous during the campaign of the general election that just concluded. She was the only person in the Senate. She was the only person, really, in the political arena that spoke as forceful as she did about this image. That's the opposition leader of Jamaica trying to mimic slavery to make joke at the prime minister. So she spoke about not only how bad this image is, but the mental capacity of any leader or any Englishman who would have done this for the world to see. She basically said that he's not mentally fit to lead Jamaica. And this is an example of why she said that. As a psychiatrist, is Big Stone out of the hospital? No, I don't. Wait a minute. I think he went home. I think I saw where he went home, but he was saying that he didn't have any pain medicine or enough pain medicine. I mean, that says something about pain and pain management. I think he went home. I think the stage where Big Stone is, I don't know if he's getting palliative care or, because he's at stage 4. Good night, everybody. I miss Dr. Sapphire Longmore because she would call out the mad people them in the parliament. Guys, we might talk it like a joking about the first time me see this image here. Me really and truly did think of somebody Photoshop it. Because I didn't see, the live meeting. I see me see the picture float around. I may have forgot check to see if somebody Photoshop this. Because I couldn't believe so the PNP or Mark Gold in them would have done something like this. And when I realized that it was not photoshopped and it was real, I said, so how me know you're not nice? You know? And I tagged the Minister of Culture and said, what is this? Aren't you guys going to say something? And that's when Babsy put out a statement condemning this. But that was not enough. I didn't think it was enough coming from the government. It wasn't enough of a rebuke for this. So when I heard Dr. Longmore stood in the Senate and condemn it in the real way, and not just condemn it, but she also spoke to the mental health or lack thereof of someone who is of English descent, who aspires to be leader of Jamaica. She put it in the right context. You're not self-aware. You're not socially aware. And therefore, you have bad judgment, worse judgment, and therefore you're not fit to lead our country. And who better to have said that than a psychiatrist? And I think a lot of people, though they may not have said it publicly, I think a lot of people saw what she said or heard what she said, and they started to look twice. Good night, Valentina. The rebuke should have come from we the people. We should have taken to the streets. I didn't know this happened until last year. I agree. But if the people, let me say the PNP never rebuke it, what Jamaica fi do? You know? Big Stone should contact PNP to help him with medication for pain. He supported Markiji to seek your compensation for participating in such buffoonery. He was asking for blood. He was asking for blood donation. And I spoke over here about it last week when he did and asked people that if they would be kind enough to help him, get some blood. Thank you, Voni. Arvoon, I think that's how your name is pronounced. So what else is happening, guys? I got a message. Remember yesterday I come over here and I say, what is happening if the JLP drop the ball? Why aren't we seeing any press briefings? The election passed, but the work must go on. Things still are happening in the country. I kind of voiced that opinion publicly, and I was told that everything is being treated preliminary after the election. So I guess I spoke too soon, kind of thing. So the normal cabinet meeting press briefing will resume shortly. That's what I was told by credible people, by people who, know what's going on. So I said, okay, no problem. Just making sure because we don't want to the JLP get the victory, then get complacent. And them are gonna come out only when the disinformation people them start talk. So that was my motive for saying something. So I was assured that there is no complacency. So I'm happy to hear that. But in the meantime, up there in New York, Manhattan, at the United Nations, Prime Minister and Kamina Johnson Smith, they spoke today. And if you haven't seen it, guys, I posted a video earlier just with the highlights of what they said. The agenda this year, this 80th at the UN, is about climate change. So, Jamaica has done its thing to show the world that we are part of this climate movement, because we see how it's affecting us in Jamaica, eroding our beaches and stuff like that. And Kamina Johnson Smith spoke about our stride in female participation in our politics. So that's good. And of course, it's always good to see Jamaica participating in, global events. Me hear somebody from the opposition ask the Prime Minister, say, what has he done with the money that was donated or contributed to climate issues in Jamaica? If the communication team in the JLP hear this, maybe there should be some kind of, response to that. I mean, I don't know how big of a deal it is, but it's a legitimate question. The person didn't say who donated the money, but I guess they're opposition, so they have to find something to oppose. Guys, I see you guys in the chat saying something about Dr. Longmore and her illness. Me don't know if she me don't know if she has any medical issue, I don't know. I just know that it was reported that she was resigning. I don't know the reason. I don't think the reason was mentioned in the article. But guys, before I forget, let me just thank everybody for helping JPU get to almost 50,000 subscribers. Make sure that you continue to share the content and make sure that you continue to subscribe, guys, and invite your friends here. Have you heard about the bus accident? PNP spoke negative about the school bus until. So me see the accident, and me see the ministers and the MP there and the children. Very sad. But you know what came to my mind immediately? And I felt guilty thinking this. Me I said, suppose I did all one of the school bus them, they go crash with the picnic them. Can you imagine, guys? All the PNP them wish bad luck. All the PNP them wish negativity. All the PNP them wish the bus would catch a fire with the pitney them and crash. Me say suppose I did one of the school bus them. They hear the NIT now and it would be so sad to hear them say, I told you so. I mean, it's bad enough, but still, that thought came into my mind. I mean, I said, oh gosh, really? You know? But one thing I must comment on when I look and see, how the government and the ministers responded to the children who were injured and stuff, I like to see adults, treat children with care. And I get that from the group of people that were there. They were so gentle with the kids and showing the kids that they care. So that was good. People are not paying attention. There has been significant work being done in St. Mary Mobile. The government gives grants to environmental groups. There are mangrove and coral reef restoration, etc. Yes, I'm sure, but you know what? It's all about communication, right? So sometimes it's not so much that people aren't paying attention, it's that, the government may not have said it enough or put it where it can be seen enough of what was done. But I saw all of that in the manifesto, not the manifesto, in the achievement booklet that I received. There was a section in there about climate and environmental stuff. So I saw that in there. But, they have to probably do a better job disseminating that information, because sometimes you may say something and you say it once and it go across, so you have to say it more than once. You understand? I said the same thing, but thank God for small mercies. Yeah, with the bus. Me say if I did ever one of the yellow bus them, I mean, we can't see something like that happen and say, oh God, me glad say the kids them okay. And then in the same breath you go say, but me glad say I never the yellow school bus. That just sound away. I thought the same thing too. If it was ever one of the school buses, you wouldn't hear the end of it. Them still are wait for it happening now. I'm glad that I wasn't the only one thinking it. There was also the planting of trees throughout the island. Yeah. But Jamaica looked good today up at the UN. As me tell you now, when Missy say Jamaica was gonna take part in the meeting, me I said, thank God. Say I know such people I represent the country. Me feel good as the guys. But um I don't know if I agree with this, but me feel like say Jamaica the most popular flag in the world. Yes, Jamaica has the most popular flag in the world, and that is not even debatable. That is just common sense. But if you haven't seen the upload, guys, with the highlights of what was said up there at the UN, you can check out that video when you're finished watching this. So, with Dr. Longmore leaving, we bid her farewell, and of course, thank her for her service. I'm sure many people will miss hearing from her, miss seeing her. Senators play an important role in, lawmaking, amendments, and so on. Dr. Longmore, a former president of the Jamaica Psychiatric Association and chair of the Jamaica Technical Committee, has long been an advocate for mental health awareness and policy reform. She used the occasion to acknowledge the recent passing of Tyra Paulding, who, according to her, had aspirations of national representation. Let me take a pause right there, so guys. The girl was named Tara Paulding, the former Miss Jamaica Universe, who was only 26 years old. You know, so right before I came on, somebody sent me a video of her talking about wanting, having the urge to unalive herself and them something there. I mean, so then, if she'd have taught them something, how come nobody never help her? I mean, she was having a crisis. The 26-year-old former Miss Universe Jamaica contestant was reportedly found Tuesday evening at her home, hanging from her bed frame with a pink curtain around her neck. The police is now investigating, guys, and they're calling it a suspected self-inflicted unaliving, if you know what I mean. The article says she's 26 years old. Dr. Longmore called the tragedy an unfortunate reality and expressed her resolve to continue using her expertise to support Jamaicans with mental health issues. She said this is a collective developmental task which is bigger than any one person or role. May her soul rise in peace. I saw the video and said the same thing. Lord Jesus. When me see the video, I wonder if I could have find it. Let me see. Oh gosh, I don't know if I can find it. Over Instagram, I did see, but I take off Instagram off of my phone. I say I can't find it, so. What last name again, guys? When me see the video, I'm frightened because I'm saying this is not one of those situations where, oh, see the video, yeah. This is not one of those situations where you just get up tomorrow morning and hear so and so take out themselves. She was literally saying to people, I'm in crisis and I'm just trying to stay alive. And people who are in her circle or family, nobody couldn't help her. Listen, guys.
One overdose on pills. It tells me to go and hang myself. I'm just trying to kill me. And if I do nothing, I am going to die, guys. A troubling clip from a 21-minute YouTube video posted on September 4, 2025 by Tyra Paulding, a contestant in the 2023 Miss Universe Jamaica pageant. The video continues. Every day I get up, my mind tells me to go and jump off a building. It tells me to go and overdose on pills. It tells me to go and hang myself. I am fighting for my life. Miss Paulding's body was reportedly found by...
Lord God. You see, guys, the brain, are one of the most complex organs in the human body. So a whole heap of time. I mean, me are not one of them people that way when you hear say people analyze themselves. You say, boy, them selfish or whatever. No, I am not going to say that because I don't know how people feel when it gets to that point. I mean, we've all experienced sadness, extended periods of sadness, stuff like that, which is supposed to be normal if there's a reason for it, right? But when it reaches a point where people don't want to be here anymore, or they find themselves thinking that I can't wake up like this tomorrow, or I cannot endure another tomorrow like this after weeks and months of pain, right? A pain that no medicine can fix. Some people even go through shock therapy, brain shock therapy, and not even that cannot help them. It's a very serious thing. But you see, sometimes, me believes that sometimes the brain, it plays tricks on people. Because you will hear somebody say, boy, they feel depressed. And when you ask them, say, what's happening or what make you depressed, them would tell you something, and that's serious as how them a perceive it to be serious. You understand? I've seen that happen. But people say they're depressed, and then I like say them parents dead are they're losing their home and their finances. It could be something, you know, that most people would just be patient with or find another alternative to. But my feel says sometimes the brain, it trick people and make it feel like say the stuff where them a go through whatever it is, it kind of exaggerate it. And it's so sad. It's the same way the girl that was Miss USA, the one who jumped in a Manhattan off of the building, and she expressed in a letter that she left behind what was troubling her. And when we read the letter, I saw where she was saying she was an overachiever. So she had like 3 degrees, she was like a lawyer. She had a bachelor's in something and a master in something. I think she even had a PhD. She earned a PhD. So she did everything correct. She never give no trouble at all. She was an athlete. She worked hard. She joined Miss Universe. She joined Miss Universe, and even when people that tell her, say, boy, you're too old. Hold on there. Even when people that tell her, say she's too old, she still went ahead and persevered and won, right? So she achieved everything. Everything that she tried, she did, and she came out good. And people would have asked her, why this beautiful, successful woman, why? But there was something else going on. And the money was our problem. She had it all. That's why I say sometimes the brain play a trick on people. And sometimes when time people say they're depressed, it better if they go to talk therapy first. Better them go talk with a psychologist first and try to reason it out and try to get a different perspective or another way to cope before them starting to analyze themselves or go take medication. Me not say medication bad, because sometimes people need it. But I think sometimes if people go through talk therapy, it may help them to see it a little different. In case if the brain really a play with them. Because you what my girl you say? She says some days her brain I tell her I jump on them something there. But she hasn't really said why. So I don't know, but mental wellness is serious, Good night, everybody. Anyway, me not stay too long tonight, guys. I just wanted to say this about Dr. Longmore, and that, we bid her farewell. She served well, and we're very glad that she was such a strong voice in the last election. Her voice was needed, and she campaigned on mental health. And it's okay as a professional, as a psychiatrist, to let people know when you see that your country is going in the wrong direction in the hands of people who mentally are not fit and capable of leading a country. It's okay to come out and say that. So anyway, guys, I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Thank you for stopping by. Make sure you give this live a thumbs up, guys. And if you want to see what's going on up there in New York, don't forget to check out the video that was uploaded earlier, where you can see Jamaica and the highlights up there. Have a good night, guys. We'll catch up. Take care.
Yo, JPU, Jamaica politics uncovered. This one for the queen of truth, Natalie. Natalie, you are one of the best. No test, JPU channel, pass the truth. Quest, them are right facts, you tear down the wall. Bringing info to the people big up for all. From parliament floor to country lane, JPU show the game. No stain. We love you, Natalie. Best YouTube channel, JPU, one fast. Check JPU, one true. Check to deliver for you. Come check the channel, people them voice. Watch how you dissect the political scene. Clean information, no in between. You salute your hustle, your passion, your might. JPU shining light on the darkest night. Don't make them distract you, stay firm and true. You all of Jamaica, big up you, we love you. Best YouTube channel, JPU, one fast. Check JPU, one true, check who deliver for you. Come check the channel, people them voice.
Beats in my sin, horns echo.